sorry. This is the Jacqueline Roach School of Dance Recital makeup tutorial. So this is our lovely model Carly. And first I'm going to show you how we do the eye makeup. So she's already got one eye done. Can you put that one towards it? And we're going to make it so that the other one matches that. And I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. So first you take a black eyeliner. And you're going to go and line the top of the eyelashes and go about halfway up the lid, halfway up to the crease line. And don't worry about if it's smooth or anything, because we're just going to smudge it. Now open your eyes and look up. Wipe off any that got down there when you're doing the top lid. And now you're going to line the waterline. You have to be careful when you do this, not to poke yourself in the eye, because then your eyes will start watering and all of your makeup's just going to run off. Okay, look up. And after you do the waterline, you're going to just smudge some of the liner into the lash line about halfway across the eye. Now, if you have a smudge tip, that's helpful. Or you can just use like a Q-tip or your finger to smudge it in. You're just going to smudge the top until it goes almost all the way up to the crease line.
Stop looking at me.
I'm sorry, my dog just walked in. And I'm going to smudge I'm sorry. Sorry about that. So now you take and you're going to the smudger, and after you finish doing the top, you're going to open your eyes and look up, and you're going to smudge the bottom. And I know it's a lot, but when you're on stage, you're going to look like you have hardly any at all. So now you're done with the eyeliner. And you're going to use 3 different colors of eyeshadow by the end of it. So first you're going to start with a really dark color, and I'll see if I can show you that. So first I use this one. I don't know if you can see that. I'm sorry, I'm not good at technology. I'm not really sure how to switch the camera. So first you're going to take a dark brown, and you're going to sweep up from your eyelid up to your eyebrow. And you're only going to get just this bottom, like the end third of your eye going up, and it's okay if you get it like around the edge. You can just wipe that off later. And you're going to get a pretty good layer, because you're going to need to blend it in later. And now that was your first color. Now you're going to take a second brush and another color that this one should be slightly lighter, like more of a goldy brown tone. This one's sparkly. It's probably better if it's matte, but it's really hard to find good matte colored makeups, so it doesn't really matter that much. And you're going to use the most of this one. You're going to start in the middle, and you're going to cover almost all of what you just did up, and go almost to the corner, and still going in a diagonal up this way. Now, I'm just using my finger. You can use a blending tool if you want, but I think a finger's easier. You just blend the 2 colors together. And you might need to put a little more of the first color on, just at the very edge. Now you're going to take your last brush, and you're going to take a very light color. And once again, I will try to show you this color. This one right here is the one I'm using. And it's really like almost like a white, like a cream color. Not quite white. but like a really light tan or a cream color works the best. And you start right over here in the corner of your eye and go up along where the eyebrow is. Now I'm going to pause it for a second and clean up the eyeshadow that fell along the outside. So I cleaned up the outside edge. I'm just going to take the light color one more time and just sweep up again and go out along the outside edge. And what that does is blends it into the rest of your skin, so it's not just a solid line. Helps it blend a little bit better. And open your eyes. I'm going to go under, and this makes the black line a little more defined, and it lightens up your eye, so it's going to look bigger on stage. And I apologize, I have a really bad Connecticut accent, so I say gonna, and I know I shouldn't, but I'm sorry. Okay, so now you're going to curl your eyelashes and close your eyes. Now open them. I think it's easier to do it to yourself, but I'm just going to do it for her for right now. Just so you can see. Now you're going to put on mascara. It's better to use waterproof mascara because you sweat a lot on stage, and even if you're not sweating, you're really hot, so you'll actually melt the mascara off, which doesn't look good. Look up. And isn't very comfortable either.
Oh.
Sorry, we've got some music in the background. She forgot we were being filmed. Alright, so next we're going to do the blush. So, Carly here has very light skin.
Yes.
So, she's probably going to use a little less blush than you might use. But, blush, you need to have a lot on. And what one of my friend's moms always says when you go into the dressing room, says, I see beautiful dancers on stage and I see clowns in the dressing room. That should be true. So smile for me. First you're going to do it on the ball of your cheek, where it like puffs out, I guess, when you smile. Now, suck in your cheeks like a fish. And you're going to go up and brush up your cheekbone. And sometimes it takes a little while to get them both even, so that they look the same. So 1 second, I'm just going to check. So I was just making sure they were even. I did a pretty good job. And then what I did, which isn't very comfortable, but to blend it into the rest of your face, you just kind of like massage it into your face. Oh, and a helpful hint, if you put on moisturizer before you put on the makeup, it makes it so the makeup stays on top of your face instead of sinking in, and you'll need to use less, and it'll be easier to take off. So she put it on before. So next thing is, if you have bronzer, this is really helpful. You take just the tiniest bit on your brush, and you like knock it off so there's hardly any there, and you go along your forehead just a little bit, because that's going to keep it from lighting your forehead up on stage, or else it's going to be like the lightest part, and it'll shine out to the audience, and that's not what you want them to see. You want them to see your eyes and the rest of your face. So if you just lightly sweep it, that's really helpful. Forgot to mention that before. So what we're going to do next is your lips, and it's really helpful if you first put on a lip liner. These are just two that I have. This one is clear, which is very helpful because you can't mess up. And then this one's a red one that matches the color of the lipstick. Either one works. It just keeps it so that your lipstick doesn't bleed out, or else, because you know how sometimes it'll bleed like on top of your lip or below. And then your lips are twice the size they were when you started the show, which doesn't look very good. So first you're going to start by lining your lip. So smile. And you want to go not on the outside, but on the inside of your lip. Don't laugh, please. I'm just going to do her upper lip now. So I just lined her upper lip, and now we're going to put on the lipstick. I'm actually going to use 2 colors because Miss Shannon doesn't want it too bright, so we can't use just this one. Then I have this one, which is a little darker, but it doesn't show up very well, so I'm just going to use both. You can just do that, or if you can find one, that would work. And so first, you're just going to go like that. And fill in both lips. So now we're going to put the darker one on top. So this is what it's going to look like. You can stop now. This is what it's going to look like when you're done. And I know it seems like a lot, but Miss Shannon won't yell at you if you do this, so it's worth it. Some things I forgot to say before, you don't really need to put any like base stuff on other than the moisturizer. If you would normally use a foundation or concealer, that's fine, and if you wouldn't, then just don't use it. And I think that's it. In the explanation, I'll put anything Miss Shannon didn't like, and I'll just type that in, but this should be good.